And search teams in White County, meantime, still looking for 2 men there. This doesn't count the post-investigation, but the initial investigation will take 6 to 12 months. So we'll continue to wait for answers from that. What they do know is the same thing we've been reiterating all day. They say after a couple weeks, the geese catch on and just continue. Not only are you adding to the problem, but it's also against city ordinances. So state lawmakers look to push through legislation legalizing medicinal marijuana. We're about 45 miles northwest of Little Rock, right off Highway 10 here in Perry County. It is an open investigation, so police still have to wrap up the case. And then, of course, it goes to the prosecutor. I talked to Ken Cassidy today, and he said that could be anywhere from 2 weeks to 2 months. Despite a report to police, business owners say they won't even press charges. They simply just want their jar back. But does say his investigators are working around the clock. Major curriculum changes, so a lot of these teachers are having to learn how to reteach subjects that they've been teaching for years. Well, they're in uniform, carry badges, and are armed with guns. They look like real police officers. Aside from pestering park goers, officials say it's what the geese leave behind that has also raised concern.
And BJ, what can you tell us tonight?
Well, guys, I don't think anybody here in the state nor Oklahoma expected this going into the weekend. We've been out here all day, plenty of agencies making their way about 2.5 miles southeast of where I'm standing, of course, trying to get any indication or glimpse as to what happened, what caused this plane to go down. NTSB officials say it could take anywhere from 6 to 12 months to totally indicate what exactly happened. So plenty of questions still surrounding this whole plane crash, including how did the plane go down? Was it human error? Was it errors with the actual plane itself? We'll make sure to wait, and I'm sure those over in Oklahoma and the campus of OSU will as well. For now, BJ Steed live in Perry County tonight. Back to you.
THB's BJ Steed has this story.
Bus 42 in Greenbrier is no ordinary bus. Children on it, you might even call extraordinary. Yes, you heard it, konnichiwa. And for the last 3 years, the Hamagawas have heard it too.
We're so happy too. Feel good. I heard. Oh yes, konnichiwa, you know.
Meet Seiho and Sawako. The Japanese couple, natives of Okinawa, have lived in Greenbrier for 17 years and explain how the whole thing began. Tell me about the first time you heard it.
So I surprised, you know. Konnichiwa.
In the bus,
I tell,
you know.
just a bus, you know. So, yes, konnichiwa, I told her, you know.
Among the many on bus 42 is 13-year-old Katie Razor.
Their house was Japanese, so I just thought it would be nice to say konnichiwa out the window because I know that means hello.
In fact, she was only in 3rd grade when she began the daily tradition.
Just a couple of other people did it with me.
And like any other tradition, the Hamagawas have come to expect it each time the bus passes, rain or shine, even from behind the brick walls surrounding their home.
To be go out from our umbrella.
Sometimes umbrella.
The couple describes it as music to their ears. So much, they now make it a point to be outdoors when the bus rolls by.
Konnichiwa! Every day we expecting.
And the Hamagawas aren't the only ones awaiting the Japanese greeting. Just ask Annette Thompson, Bus 42's driver.
They live for it every day. It's the best, it's the most fun time of the bus ride.
But more importantly, the couple says, is the educational and cultural values that will hopefully follow the children later in life.
How do you pronounce your names?
My name?
Suwako.
Suwako.
This is important because between future going to Japan and U.S. relationship, good, That's what we thinking.
And though Seiho and Sawako are miles and miles away from their birth country, 1, 2, 3, it's a reminder they're not far from home at all. In Greenbrier, BJ Steed for today's THV. Employees at this BB flea market could easily tell you the story of how the Grinch stole Christmas, especially after what happened Tuesday afternoon.
Somebody just came in I guess, while we were moving stuff around and took the jar.
On the corner flea market's Sherry Holcomb is shocked after someone stole a glass jar containing $20 from the store.
You know, it's just very upsetting.
But it's not just any jar. The jar contained money that would have been used to buy gifts for Angel Tree children, which is the most upsetting part for Holcomb.
This was money that was meant for the children of BB.
Despite a report to police, business owners say they won't even press charges. They simply just want their jar back.
I think it's pretty sorry, to be quite honest with you.
Sorry, maybe, but according to Lieutenant Brian Duke, not uncommon.
Every Christmas, every holiday season, you hear stories or reports, whether it be on the news or the internet, about somebody stealing the baby Jesus figurine out of a nativity scene.
In fact, this theft is the second of its kind. Just last week, someone took a donation jar from a different store.
They were able to track him down and make an arrest on him.
And while police are taking a more firm approach to Tuesday's incident, those at the flea market remain positive in hopes the thief, jar or not, will return.
If they need help or, you know, they feel bad, it'll be between them and I.